Plaintiff Martha Brazil says her sister, the defendant, has put a lot of time into relationships with bad men and has nothing to show for it but an empty bank account and a broken heart. Martha gave her sister a spare car, and before she registered it, she was pulled over with a suspended license, and the car was impounded, so she's suing. Defendant Felicia Brazil says she was in an abusive relationship for 10 years, and despite her numerous calls for help, Martha was never there for her. Felicia insists she did not know her license was suspended when she was pulled over.
Tell me what happened.
Okay, I just want to start off by saying, Judge, I love my sister very much, but I'm just going to tell you how it is. My sister is the type of person that chases after men and has nothing to show for it but a broken heart and an
What
empty
should
bank
she
account.
have to show for it?
Maybe a house on the hill.
Oh, why should she
Just
have that?
because she put a
to
lot of
show?
time in these relationships, marriage.
Okay. How many hours equal a house? How many hours equal a house?
15 years.
15 years?
Yes.
That's when you get a house?
Yes.
In exchange for what?
Togetherness.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just saying, what you're suggesting is prostitution. You're suggesting that a woman should be entitled to a house because she lays up with the man.
No, not in that way.
All right. Well, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I understand
All
what
right.
you're
She
saying.
might want to be her own person. Might not need a man to buy a house. She
mean,
might buy him a house.
That's true.
What are you talking about?
That's true.
She should have something to show for it. Go ahead. So she chases men and has nothing to show for her chase. What else?
Well,
You got something to show, don't you? A man get you that necklace or something, didn't you? What'd you get?
Your Honor, that's not true. I didn't chase anybody.
You had a man all this time.
I had a relationship for 10 years.
Well, what'd you get
It
for
was
that?
an abusive relationship that I was in for 10 years, and I was out on my own
Okay.
doing what I needed to do for myself. And you think anybody came to my rescue as my sister? No.
Mm-hmm.
My family? No. That's why I distanced myself from everybody and took care of me.
well,
But
we was
when-
there. You wouldn't allow us to
Quiet,
be there.
ma'am. Let her finish. Go ahead.
And when times got hard for my sister, I took her into my home, not only her, but her kids as well. I didn't ask for a dime. I didn't ask for rent money. I didn't ask for gas money. I didn't ask for anything for her. I just wanted that relationship back with us that we lost in that midst of time, of that 10 years that I was going through hard times.
Okay. What do you want to say to that? She says she needed you all for the 10 years that she was being abused and you weren't there for her, yet she moved you and your children into her house when you needed her.
Well, I thank her for that. But in the midst of that 10 years, if she was going through something, all she had to do was pick up the phone and call me, and
You
I would
never
be
asked
there.
for help?
I asked for help. There never was any help.
You never knew that she needed help?
I knew she needed help.
Oh, but she had to beg you?
No, she didn't have to beg me.
Okay.
All she had
Go
to do
ahead,
was
man.
just call me.
All right. I know if my brother's been jumped on every week, he ain't got to call me and ask. I'm going to be over there time I know.
Plaintiff Martha Brazil is suing her sister, who claims despite her calls for help, Martha was never there for her during a 10-year abusive relationship.
Go ahead.
I want to tell you about what I'm here to sue her for. My sister came to me. She had some issues with, she needed a car, and I had an extra car that I wasn't using at the time. And we agreed, me and my sister, that she could use this car, but it had a small mechanical problem, and this car would have to be registered. So I allowed my sister to drive the car out of my driveway home, and she told me, well, when I get my money, that I would go and get the car registered. So she got her money the next day. She got up to go handle the business, and she was pulled over by police. And the police asked for her license and registration and everything. And she gave it to him. He came back and said, well, your license is suspended. She kind of put up a little argument with the police, and he said, well, your license is suspended. I'm gonna have to impound this car for 30 days. So that's kind of what happened. And she called me and let me know all this stuff was going on. And then I told her, well, I'm gonna just hold you accountable for the 30 days. Anything after, I could have taken care of, because this is my sister. I care about her. So that's what happened.
How long did it ultimately stay in impound?
It's still in impound.
Oh, okay. How long has it been now?
About 2 months.
Ma'am, let me hear from you about this.
On that day, the police didn't pull me over. the car stalled.
You flagged
because
him down?
No, the car stalled because it had problems, like she said. And then the police came and behind me and asked me what was wrong with the car. I said it's stalled. So he said, okay, show me registration license. I didn't, and I did, and I didn't know my license was suspended at the time. So he did impound the car. But when it came to the money-wise, I told my sister I would help her get the car when my money come and everything. But I did not know that I was getting charged for the fees and all this other stuff that's going on with the car. We had no verbal agreement or any of that for me to get charged for that.
I have my evidence right here. I also have like a breakdown for you too.
Do you think her car would have been impounded had you had a valid license?
Well, I didn't know my license was suspended at the time.
All right, but you have a duty to know the status of your license before you use someone else's car. That's your duty. And towing costs, lien costs, daily storage rate of $50. Yep. She put you in the trick bag.
Yeah.
Well, you know what to tell her to do, right?
She has to go get a valid license.
No.
Before she drive any other cars.
Talking about to pay this money. $2,573 is your judgment. Congratulations for being an independent woman, not feeling the need to have to depend on no man. If he wants to volunteer and you want to accept it because you like the man, love the man, or whatever, but your mentality shouldn't be, you're going to have to come up with something. He ain't going to just be over here and ain't coming up with it. Good luck to you all.
Thank
Judgment
you.
for the plaintiff.
We're going to try to repair our relationship and continue to do what we used to do in the past.
Yeah, hang out and not let this come between us, because this is something we shouldn't even be in court for as being sisters. You know, it shouldn't even brought us here to this point, period.
I love you, sister.
I love you.